You know, after watching her brother die of obesity-related illnesses, my next guest wanted to make a difference by putting the fun back into exercise for kids. Take a look at this.
Over 33% of middle school kids are overweight, and that number continues to rise. I had no idea that it would grow into what it has become. Most kids don't want to, hear the word exercise. Kids who have weight problems or health issues, their self-esteem is not that great, and so it helps when they have other kids like them or their friends that were coming into an environment like this. They don't have to compete with anyone. They don't have to be picked to be a part of anything. They can just come in and work out and lead a healthy lifestyle. We have testimony after testimony of kids that have gone on to play football, basketball, a couple kids on the wrestling team.
To come in and exercise daily, it just makes me proud doing it.
We also do Healthy Spoon cooking classes where we teach the parents and the children how to prepare healthier snacks, healthier meals. And so we have a lot of community partners that are working along with us to make this happen. What we hope will happen is when they become adults, they won't be afraid of a gym environment.
I want to be fit and make sure I get my friends to be fit. So come in with a positive attitude, great attitude, and smile on your face and give it good stuff.
And let's talk about this because something I said earlier on the show is the fact that we cut out recess, we've cut out exercise. They don't have gym classes. Half the schools don't have gyms anymore. You saw that,
yes,
that there were no gyms, and amazing. You went up to the school and said, what? I want you to give me what?
I want you to give me a vacant classroom. And what I will do is turn that vacant classroom into a fitness center. It started back when I was at the newspaper. I worked for a newspaper, so of course this was not my background. And at that time I had no idea how sick my brother was. By working at a newspaper, I was able to do a lot of research and learn that this was becoming an epidemic. This was before you started hearing so much about it.
And your brother passed away at what age?
43, 3 years ago Sunday.
43 of complications from his obesity.
Right.
So, again, you did research, you found out about what was going on, what's facing our children, so you decided to put together a program, but you had no funding, no resources?
No.
Who did you go to? You got a couple companies to step up to the plate and do what?
I did.
Like who?
I got Merck & Company, and then Pamela Medical Centers is a local hospital in Albany, Georgia.
And they donated how much?
They donated $30,000.
That you then purchased exercise equipment for the school,
right,
placed it in there, came up with a salary for a gym person? And now how many kids, you didn't open it up just for the kids in the school, you opened it for the kids and their families.
And their families can use it because, again, we're dealing with low-income families, high minority population, and so I wanted to remove every barrier, every excuse that my brother used to give them an opportunity in a safe after-school environment to get their physical activity. And we've implemented other programs since then.
How many kids now have been involved in the one at the first school?
At the first school, it started probably at the first school about 150 kids, but that number is up into the hundreds now because they're also using it for PE. You mentioned that PE has been taken out of schools. That also led me to become a registered lobbyist because I am lobbying the General Assembly in Georgia, and I'm working with my congressman to change legislation.
So I got to applaud you. There's programs like this are needed all over America. I got to take a break. But tell them, you started with one school. How many schools are you up to now?
We're in 5 schools now. We've implemented hip-hop dance classes. We do dance off the pounds. This is the first generation that has been predicted where the parents will outlive the kids. Obesity is the #2 cause of preventable death in the United States.
That's absolutely ridiculous. Thank you so much for you. Don't take a break. We'll be back right after this.